I've just finished my first glass of wine. Alright, I'm 2 glasses in. This bottle's empty. Okay. Shit. What is biohacking? Okay. Biohacking is a movement of people doing science outside of universities. So it's kind of like in universities, they only do science that is going to pay the bills or that, they can convince someone to give them money for, basically. Um, and just like, with NASA planning the first mission to the moon, it wasn't profitable. We did it because we wanted to beat out Russia, right? The things that humanity needs aren't always worth paying for. So that's the same reason that biohacking is so awesome. It's people doing science. It's usually associated with genetic engineering and CRISPR, breakthrough technology. Outside of the university setting, in biohacking spaces, which are a lot like maker spaces, if you're familiar with those. If not, then I'm sorry for bringing it up. But it's like a community lab where like you can share lab equipment so that I guess it's not just one person buying it all, and it allows really awesome things to happen. One really big biohacking win is the Open Insulin project. Some people out in California making their own insulin in labs, I guess just to prove that it can be done much cheaper than pharmaceutical companies are selling it for. So, yeah, that's biohacking. That's as good as I can do, I think, for biohacking. I mean, it's one of those terms that is still being defined. It's kind of a new movement, and everyone's going to tell you something a little bit different. But biohacking, citizen biology, do-it-yourself biology, those are safe terms to search for to find what I'm talking about. All right. Time to drink. Okay, so I've just finished my first glass of wine. Let's talk about biohacking. So, what is biohacking? Biohacking is the hacking of biology by people outside of universities. That's what hacking is. It's doing things with biology that no one really asked. No one really thought of doing. One example is like, okay, so there's a treatment for people with like, I don't know, muscular dystrophy or something. Please don't quote me on that. And it makes your muscles grow bigger. We call it a myostatin knockout, or at least that's the term I've seen used on Google. It just gives you a lot of muscle, but biohackers, specifically one that I'm thinking of, have just done it on themselves, to make their muscles bigger. Unlike with computers, it's a really risky thing, biohacking. So as far as human self-experimentation, people don't take it too far, and if they do, they probably don't blog about it, if you know what I mean. Fuck, I'm ranting. Did you learn anything? Because that was pretty incoherent to me, and I was the one talking. Okay, forget all that. Biohacking is a little bit like computer hacking in the way that instead of being a programmer, you're fucking up the programs. Biohacking is like being a biologist, except you're fucking up the biology. Yeah. Glass number 2, explanation number 3 coming up. The math is weird here. I'm off by 1 probably. But this is definitely glass number 2.